It's a unique site that tells the stories of those who served and demonstrated valor in the face of danger.
NBC's Peter Alexander joins us now with an exclusive first look. I would imagine, buddy, this had to be quite a moving experience.
This is well worth the trip. Bring your families as well. It is always such an honor, of course, to meet recipients of the Medal of Honor. They really do represent the best of us. And this new museum, the first of its kind, is dedicated to honoring those recipients and preserving their legacies. Since 1861, more than 3,500 individuals have been honored, but there hasn't been a permanent home for their stories until now.
The Medal of Honor to First Sergeant David H. McNerney.
The Congressional Medal of Honor.
We gather to present the Medal of Honor to one of these soldiers.
It's America's highest military honor, never sought after, but always earned. The National Medal of Honor Museum, opening up next week in Arlington, Texas, serves as a tribute to the values America holds dear.
We're on a mission to inspire
Help me.
America. We want people to be inspired by these stories of courage and sacrifice and transfer those into their everyday lives.
After a deadly ambush in Afghanistan in 2009, Army Colonel Will Swenson
Help me.
repeatedly returned into harm's way to rescue members of his unit and recover the fallen.
We went in not once, but multiple times. Why? That's simply what we do. We don't leave people behind.
That's you the day you received the Medal of Honor from President Obama. What's going on behind your eyes and your head in that moment?
What you're not seeing in this picture is the families of Kennebec, Layton, Johnson, and Westbrook looking back up at on that stage. But these are families who experienced loss, fathers, sons, husbands, gone. If you look here, this is me growing up.
In 2012, Army Captain Flo Groberg also ran toward danger, tackling a suicide bomber in Afghanistan who was approaching his unit.
For me, it's humbling.
For him, the medal is both a point of pride and responsibility.
Call me a courier to an extent. This represents our nation. This represents the men and women who put on uniform, raised their right hand, took an oath, and served at the capacity of this country required. But it also represents their families.
The museum's design itself is powerful. A massive suspended weight supported by 5 columns representing the military branches, a symbol of the burden these heroes shouldered. Inside, artifacts from the battlefield, like this Vietnam-era Huey helicopter, and personal effects of those that wore the uniform and went beyond the call of duty.
What strikes me is that we have a tendency to glamorize the Medal of Honor recipients and like, this is not superhero stuff. This is stuff done by regular folks. We're not superheroes. We are everyday, ordinary Americans who served in our country's military to do wonderful things on behalf of our country.
Helping champion the museum, Charlotte Jones, chair of the foundation and executive vice president of the Dallas Cowboys.
When visitors walk into this museum, what do you hope they think? What do they say?
Today, you look around and what we need most in our country is to really understand what our country's about, the opportunity that exists here. You know, people are so often look at the things that separate us and divide us. This is something that brings us together.
And unlike most museums, this site is not just about preserving the past, it's about inspiring the future.
This line is not over. This is not a mausoleum. This is a living story here.
Living stories that remind us sometimes our darkest days reveal the brightest lights of the American spirit.
And when you learn their stories, what always strikes you is what would make them run toward danger when so many of us, our instincts would be to just run the opposite way. There was one quote on the wall there that really resonated with me from one of the recipients. It reads, "I have learned that a man is in more danger from the enemy if his back is turned than he is while charging." And about that medal, speaking to Colonel Swenson, Will, Captain Groberg, Flo, 2 great guys, by the way. They say that they wear it not for themselves, but for those who never came home. The museum, by the way, opens to the public on Tuesday, National Medal of Honor Day.
Hard to believe that we haven't had a museum like this before now.
Nobody more deserving.
They say they're not, that they're just regular citizens and they're not superheroes, but they are.
Yeah.
They are superheroes.
Yeah, they're not the
Yeah.
same as
The thing
everyone
is,
else.
they say none of them wanted this from them,
Yeah.
right? It's the worst day of their life when they lost loved ones, but they lost friends, but what they did, right, represents the best of this country.
Thank you for your understanding stuff.